Welcome to Mentality, the man's show. On Mentality, men talk about everything. My name is Ian Bogu, and I'm your host, together as usual with my co-hosts, Mr. Edward Quach on my far right.
Gentlemen.
And Pastor S.
Hello.
Gentlemen.
Now, she has cheated on you. What do? Do you forgive her? Do you make her suffer? That's our topic tonight. Before we get into it, let's see what the men on the street have to say.
Unfaithfulness, in my opinion, should not be tolerated in our society. But then there could be circumstances that could have led to that. If she can explain them to me, I'll definitely understand. And it's okay. Forgiveness is, it's human. It's also divine in a way. But then I do believe that if I do love that lady, and indeed maybe I pushed her to being unfaithful, then I have to take the responsibility and see to it that I forgive her and we come together.
I won't forgive them because there is a situation where you can forgive and a situation where you cannot forgive. Like me, I'm married, and my partner has been cheating on me for a very long time. And I came to realize it later when she's moved out. So when she wants to come back, I cannot forgive her. It's a divorce that I'll give.
I'm really curious to know what Quach is going to say about this. Quach,
right. Yes.
She has dogged on you. And she has come and said, darling, I was wrong. It wasn't what it looked like.
It wasn't you, it was me.
Yes, but I'm sorry. I know I did wrong. Yeah. Forgive me.
Yeah. I had sex with him, but I love you. There's only going to be one scenario. Ian and Pastor S, please, tafadhali leo Kirosa. All right. That I am even going to think, not of taking her back, of staying with her. That is if she controls absolute wealth in our circumstance.
What?
So if she is Bill and Melinda Gates' daughter, and I'm the pauper that she picked up off the street, okay?
She can stay.
No, I will stay.
You can stay.
Yeah, because it's her dicks.
Clearly it's her dicks.
Yeah, all right. Not in the relationship, I'll stay in the dicks. Are we together? Because I need the trinkets, the tools.
So for you, it's about the wealth.
But on a Kaida day, now this one like this Nyamama that I've got now. First of all, ask her, you're stupid. You've come and told me this bananas. That's strike one.
Not necessarily that you found out.
I found out.
You found out. And you've confronted her and she has admitted, yes.
And she has asked for forgiveness.
She has asked for forgiveness.
You know what?
Quach, your...
Pastor, stop. Let me finish. Let me see what I'm going to say. Even before she finishes the sentence.
She's
get
out.
To stepping. Red card, never ever. Kwanzaa, then I'll spread the word on the street. This Chile is a dog, Zalanga, and she spreads it like butter.
And let me ask you, because I think it's double standards.
Yes.
Quach, you support the men who cheat. Who
Absolutely.
Have a side dish.
Yes.
You support them. You say we're Africans. We were born like that.
No,
we can't help it.
No, actually, what we say is that
you've said a few things like that.
You cannot even
let me ask you.
Okay, and you want her to do the same thing. You want her to do the same thing. That's double standards.
Listen, guys.
Don't you think you might be the cause of a problem? Maybe she went out because you're not available or you're already...
Seriously, you don't even know why what happened. Wouldn't you even give her an ear to find out why?
What, he slipped and fell? What happened? What happened? Listen.
Let's forget about it. Let me tell you what I think.
Come on.
Before we come back to question. Just thinking about the money and everything.
Yes.
This is what I think. I think if a woman, cheats on me, and she comes and talks to me, I get to find out. Just like I would expect in case I did that to her. I'd expect us to talk, to know, is this a chronic problem? Why did it happen? Yes. Did I have anything to do with it? And of course, I would have the heart to forgive. Because I would have expected her to do exactly that. Because I feel we have...
shoe was on the other foot.
We have double standards, you know?
For better, for worse.
Teacher, Professor.
We want...
Professor.
As you talk. Okay. We want the woman to forgive us.
But you don't want to forgive.
It's a mistake when we sleep and have a side dish.
No.
It's a crime.
You know,
Quach,
you guys-
you've done the same thing.
You
You've
guys.
gone to her. She's found out, and you've gone to her. But she's found out,
Gentlemen.
and she's confronted you, and you say, "Yes, I did."
Gentlemen, you know, there's one good professor, you mentioned him early on, okay? He was your teacher at the Faculty of Law. And he told me that if you go onto death row, all right, here at Committee and at Langata Women's, 70% of those inmates there are there because of crimes of passion. All right? Pastors, all right, Jaber has dogged on me, and then I found out. All right? First of all, she'll be very thick to come and tell me that she has done that, number one. All right? Even if she comes carrying a rucksack of Bibles.
I
all right?
thought your relationship is based on truth.
Hell to the no. What you don't know can hurt you. That is the
Oh,
truth.
come
That is
on,
the truth.
Quach.
That is the truth.
So if she went on,
Yes.
and you didn't find out, that
Ayun
was
is
all.
our-
What if she found out that you were dogging on her?
No, that's, the onus is on her to forgive me. Because then, you know, what's a man to do? There's something that she's doing wrong. You see what I'm
Let
saying?
me tell you
What,
something.
what about you? Why did she dog? You're not doing anything wrong.
No. A man cannot do anything wrong, guys. Come on, be serious. You see, women, if in terms of, if she's looking for, she says this guy he's not sexually satisfying enough. That's the primary reason that they might say that I dogged on the guy.
Yeah.
They're tools and toys.
Listen,
There's a
you've been
relationship.
going out. You've been going out.
Tools and toys.
Yeah.
You've been going out
Yeah.
and spending very little time at home
Yep,
with
yep,
her.
yep.
And this guy comes there.
Yes.
You've been neglecting her.
Yep.
And then, as you put it, he slips and falls on her.
Yes.
Whose fault is that?
That he slipped and fell. It's totally hers.
Don't you think you might have some blame on it?
Why?
Well, let me say this, Quach. You know, I think if we approach relationships that way, none of us would be married or would have a family. Because issues come. Issues come. And as I think it's Mahatma Gandhi said it,
yes.
an eye for an eye, the world is blind. We're all blind. Because if you want her to forgive you when you do something wrong, and we're just taking this as slipping out as an instance, and you don't want to forgive her, you know, I think sometimes we need to be man enough to lead the way. If you expect forgiveness, be the first to give it. And I would salute a man, and I've seen several. In fact, I dealt 2 years ago with a real case where this guy actually found the lady in the act. And he
This is
called
now
me.
his wife.
Yeah, this is the wife.
He's now
They'd
talking
been
to her on the
married for
phone, and she's there.
Had been married for 10 years.
Had he stopped them
Listen
yet
up,
while he's calling?
listen up. Listen up.
Quach.
He called me and said, I'm suspecting my wife because I think something is going on. And I said, you know what, get to find out. And so he found out. I'll not go to the details. He found out. And he called me and said, I've just found them. And of course, the man has taken off and everything. So I told him, okay, just don't do anything stupid. Don't get to the prison. Come over with the wife. And we began to talk. And in the process, I realized
They
the
came in the
marriage,
same OT?
yeah, but different seats.
Right. Of course. Yes.
When we began to talk,
Right.
I realized actually was only, this was like
Tip of the iceberg?
a tip of the iceberg. I mean, they had issues, not necessarily sexual, but they had many issues. They had not been talking about them. So eventually the woman gets into the safe arms of another man, and it was an expression of a need. Now, she was very, very remorseful. Actually, she asked for forgiveness. And I remember I told this man, this woman has forgiven you before for something, if not similar, close to that. And you are happy to be forgiven. Why don't you be the man here? Why don't you be the leader and forgive her? And this is a true story. He actually decided to forgive her. She went out for 2 or 3 days just to recover and recollect herself, came back home, and they began working on their marriage. As we are talking right now, they're marriage counselors. Because the man was strong enough to realize just this one act. Of course, they found out it wasn't a serious. It's not something she was doing. It wasn't habitual. That would have been another case. But she was broken enough to say, I've done something wrong. I don't want to do it again. This is the cause of it. Let's work on it. they have a great marriage right now and children because the man was bold enough to give what he expected from the woman.
Does that change your understanding? Would you forgive?
She tells me the reason why I cheated on you is because you're boring in bed. Now, guys, for men,
Isn't that ego?
no, for men, it's a Robert thing. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? There's no way on earth, then after she said something like that, then you'd forgive her. Okay, no. I'd forgive her because you see, forgiveness is something else.
So you're changing
So
now.
no. I slept with Simon. You dog, you. And then, I slept with Simon. I say, okay, my baby, am I forgiven? Yes, you're forgiven. But I would never, ever, ever, ever stay in a relationship with a woman, even if she's given birth to 68,000 of my children.
You know, one of the things I want to bring up in this discussion is a relationship is huge. It's an investment. You've been with this woman for some time.
So remember
You've
that,
worked
it's an investment.
It's an investment. With something like that, wouldn't you be man enough to fight for this relationship if it can be salvaged? Of course, it hurts you. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not pretending it's easy just to forgive and move on. I don't want that to happen to me anytime soon. But I'm saying there comes a time when you weigh the options and say, we have a family to keep, we have a relationship, we have an investment, we have invested in this together in each other's lives. And weigh it. If it's something to forgive and continue to work together, then do it.
Ian, what about yourself? Would you forgive your partner?
We would sit down and I would hear the whole story, why she did it. And like he said, if it's something that we can work out, and I feel in my heart that it was a one-off, then I will forgive and we will move on.
What if the answer was, I don't think you're adventurous enough in bed?
Hey, that's a challenge. That is a challenge.
Or that
that
was-
means I have to up my game.
So
But
it's-
look, hold that thought. We're going to go into a break, and after the break, we're going to have a lady come here and tell us if she was in a situation like that, what she would do and what she would expect. Don't go away.